Hi friends, I'm Sincerely Unique and I'm back with more Genshin Impact 3.4? But yeah, I noticed we have another event going on that's story-centric, so I decided to get to recording and we'll see. This might turn out to be a YouTube short, this might turn out to be some actual content, we shall see. Re-encounter the Witch of the Purple Rose in a land rich with her namesake. Well yeah, Lisa, Sumadu outfit event is here and I heard there's voice acting in here, and there's story, and I'm actually excited to see this. Effendi, the Academia's liaison officer, is looking for suitable volunteers for a long-term research project under the Spartamon Darshan. Yeah, Lisa studied in Sumadu. It's something they did not talk about enough in-game yet, and now that Sumadu is out, I'm glad that they're talking about this. Oh my gosh. I hate these load times. I should have already loaded myself at the area. But no, I was busy fawning over freaking Shao. Hello. Hi.
Greetings! Welcome to the Citadel of Regzar. Would you be interested in taking on some commissions?
Maybe?
Are there any easy jobs where we can earn loads of Mora for just standing around? Oh, better yet, for just sitting around? That's the kind of task we're interested in.
I love that
now.
kind of money.
We don't currently
He
have
sounds
any
so
commissions like
cringe.
that. However, I do have some relatively simple requests from residents that will pay several thousand Mora.
I guess that's
Really?
okay.
That's all? That isn't nearly enough for Paimon.
We want something more lucrative.
Yeah,
We're capitalists.
Are there any high-paying commissions available?
Ah, I see. Let me think. Spontamod recently initiated a research project on the ley lines and is looking for paid volunteers.
Oh, I know plenty about
There
ley
are
lines.
several researchers in Spontamod who specialize in studying ley lines, so there is a great demand for ley lines data.
Does Lisa know about ley
Researchers
lines?
often
I
need to enter
forget.
domains to investigate ley line disorders. They have been understaffed
I
for some
forget.
time, even after recruiting a good number of their own students. So, now they've turned to recruiting large numbers of volunteers. They offer substantial pay, but they also have strict requirements for the quality of the volunteers. Are you interested?
What are the requirements?
Yes, let's walk through the recruitment process. First of all, are you proficient with one or more types of weapon?
Actually really just one-handed swords.
Very good. How's your understanding of elements? Are you capable of using elemental powers?
Yes, I am.
All right. I'll put you down as the traveler, right? Okay.
Hi,
I
that's
finished the
me.
registration. I'll be coordinating the necessary supplies and payments for volunteers later. You'll have to find
Later.
Gafor for more details about the job. However, he has an important visitor today, so I don't think he'll be in the academia. According to the standard protocol for receiving visitors, he will most likely bring the visitor to the Puspa Cafe. You can go there and talk to him when his time with the visitor has finished. He sounded like he was in quite the rush to recruit volunteers when he contacted me.
Who is this
But
visitor?
now he's showing a visitor around. Seriously, who could be so important?
I wonder too who this visitor could be. I'm sorry, I need to boost up the gain on the volume. The microphone gain is not good. Now, who could this be? Is it Sino, possibly? Or someone else? I didn't even try reading their minds with Nahida. I'll read people's minds in here, maybe. Where is he?
Do you still remember what the coffee's like here?
Is that
Of
Lisa?
course. How could I forget? It used to be my go-to drink here.
Lisa?
Listen, Gafor. I suppose I should call you Professor Gafor now.
Hello?
We're old acquaintances, so how about we stop beating around the bush, First you wanted to catch
What are you
up,
doing
and
here?
now the coffee. If you have something to say, just say it.
Oh, that's Gafor. He's the one we're searching for. but he seems to be busy talking with someone else. Maybe we should wait for them to finish.
Oh, well, it's nothing really. It's just that ever since you left the academia, our original projects and plans have lost their backbone, so to speak.
So to speak. They're worthless
Cyrus is
without
also
her.
disappointed. He's always valued you as a proud disciple. To be honest, it's a real shame that you left the academia, Lisa.
Shame, huh?
With your wisdom and intellect, had you stayed in the academia, you would have become a herbot by now.
What is that? Is that a sage? What is she doing here? Well, I know what she's doing here.
Hold on. That's Lisa! The librarian Lisa! Our Lisa! Paimon heard that Lisa had studied at the academia before, but that was a long time ago. What's Lisa doing here now?
If I'm reading the situation right, you're reminiscing about the past to convince me to come back, aren't you?
Well, I heard that you're currently
Yeah.
the librarian for the Knights of Favonius in Mondstadt. If you ask me, that's
She
a
just
tragic
wants to
waste of your
live a
talents.
simple life.
Why waste your time and energy on something as trivial as taking care of a library? Your time is much more valuable than that. If you're willing to come back to the academia, I have plenty of projects for you to preside over right away. The academia needs people right now, and some of these projects are quite important.
Yawn.
Oh.
So
Yeah,
all
she
this
does
talk
not
is
care.
to convince me to come back. I'm guessing Professor Cyrus doesn't know that you're talking to me about this.
As a matter of fact, he has long wanted you to come back and work at the academia.
Is that so? You know, Professor Gafour, it isn't a good idea to lie to people.
One moment. I'm
Our
trying
teacher
to...
knows
There we go.
exactly why I left the academia after only 2 years.
What happened?
He would never ask me to come back. Giving up my life in Mondstadt and returning to the academia as a Spontamod researcher. The price of seeking wisdom is no longer something I'm willing to pay. So please, don't bother trying to get me to come back.
Wow! So Lisa used to be a Spontamod researcher? Paimon's never heard her mention it before.
Paimon. Keep your voice down.
Besides, taking care of a library is important work. I've never considered it a waste of my time. Wisdom is hidden in
She
every
loves
corner
books.
of the world.
One thing
Never
to keep in mind
underestimate
is that
wisdom,
Lisa's story
no matter
quest is
how small
required
it may
for this.
appear. That's what our teacher always said. A good scholar wouldn't overlook the small details, Gafour. I'm sorry. I'm still not used to calling you Professor. Nevertheless, the
Wow,
underlying
she knew
meaning of
these
what you
people
just
for a
said is
while.
simply wrong. And there's one other detail you probably haven't noticed. 2 people have been eavesdropping on us for quite a while now.
Hi. I like the
Is
music
there
in
anything
here.
we can help you two with?
Hello, Lisa?
Hi. Long time no see.
Well, if it isn't you two. Long time no see, cutie. Paimon.
Excuse me, but what business do you two have here?
Well, actually, we're here to participate in a research project on ley lines for Spontamod. We just finished registering with Effendi.
We didn't want to interrupt your conversation.
A research project on ley lines? Oh, darling. You haven't joined the academia, have you?
Only as volunteers, I guess.
Right. Effendi told us a research project is looking for paid volunteers. That's what we came to see Gafour about.
Paid volunteers? Gafour, is the academia really that understaffed? Or are
Very
there projects
understaffed.
that insist on the use of outsiders?
No. The paid volunteers are for a conventional project to monitor the ley lines. All operations follow the prescribed safety protocols. We rely on a lot of manpower to collect the data. There's no way around it now. But if only you would agree to come back and preside over some matters, we wouldn't have to go through all this nonsense.
If memory serves me right,
Dang.
collecting ley lines data requires investigators to go deep into domains, which can be dangerous.
That is
Seen our fair
dangerous.
share of combat since
But we'll be
leaving
fine.
Mondstadt.
Yeah.
Exploring a domain
Oh,
is
Lisa's
like
so
a walk
good.
in
Looks
the
so good in that new
park.
outfit.
It's been so long now. I can only imagine what wonderful stories you have
Oh,
to share.
you don't want to know half the stuff I've been through.
So there's nothing to worry about.
Since you two are here to apply for the project, then please wait a moment while I talk to Lisa.
I'm sorry, Gafoor. My answer is still no.
Of course her interest
Aren't
still
you even a
no.
little bit interested?
Her vision actually looks different also with the new outfit, which is interesting.
I have
It's
never regretted
bigger.
my decision to leave the academia.
I think it's bigger.
I don't think that will change in the future.
But I think that's just
I thought
I
after
don't
all
think there's
this
any
time
lore
you'd have a
reason for
different
that.
answer.
I think it's
But you're
just
still as
the model.
obstinate as ever,
The model
Lisa.
looks better. It's newer.
You've made yourself clear. I'll only make a fool of myself if I keep insisting. In that case, I still have unfinished business to take care of, so I'll take my leave. See you at the Darshan reunion in a few days.
Yes. Don't worry. I'll be there on time.
As for you two, please come see me later in the Mautiima forest when you're free. We'll need your help with the volunteer work. Oh, and one last thing, Lisa.
Yes?
I wish you the best of luck in Mondstadt.
Wow. What tension.
Thank you. Well then, cuties. Now that the recruiter is
Cuties.
gone, we can sit down and have a good chat.
You mean recruiter? What happened?
Much has been happening within the academia, and Gafoor is paving the way for his future.
By the way, Lisa, what brought you to
Yeah,
Sumeru?
what are you doing
Are the
here?
nights okay with you being gone?
Of course. Jean gave me an extended paid vacation.
Sapphic.
It's rare that I get any time off.
Very
so I
sapphic
thought
of her to do.
myself, why not go on a trip and relax a little? I don't know how much of our conversation you heard, but I studied in the Spontamad Darshan at the academia for 2 years. But instead of staying
Only
at the
2?
academia after graduation, I went back to
Oh,
Mondstadt
only
to
2
become
years
the
and she was
librarian for the Knights of
brilliant.
Favonius.
So that's why you came to Sumeru, right? To walk around and meet with your old friends and teachers.
Why did you choose to leave?
You'd like to know, wouldn't you?
Yeah, of course.
Well, I guess it wouldn't hurt if I told you. After all, it was ages ago. If anything, it all boils down to a difference in philosophy.
Mm.
When I first came to the
You
academia,
don't like what academia does,
Professor
huh?
Cyrus really appreciated my work and invited me to participate in several major projects. But
Oh.
most of those projects ended in failure. To be honest, they went too far trying to achieve wisdom beyond mortal understanding, so failure was only to be expected.
That makes sense.
I didn't want any part of that lunacy, so I left. Anyway, now that I told you, make sure you keep it between us.
Of course.
Sounds like you've experienced a lot.
Lisa lore.
I don't wish to return to the academia, even if Professor Cyrus came to ask me personally. Rather than conducting experiments day and night, I'm much more suited for working hours that start after 10 a.m.
Me too.
with regular afternoon tea every day.
Oh, Lisa chose to be a librarian because she doesn't want to deal with hassles all the time.
Me too.
I prefer to take things at my own pace when it comes to tiring tasks like a job. And besides, being able to take regular vacations is also really important. It's a pity I didn't even have time to visit that child in Gandharva.
Lisa's Gen Z.
Gafoor found me just
Kalei?
after I arrived in
She's talking about
Sumeru.
Kalei.
Speaking of which, what about you two? What brings my
That's
favorite
right, Lisa knows
cuties to
Kalei very,
Sumeru?
very well from the manga. Oh, this is a bunch of stuff happened here,
I
girl.
see.
A bunch of stuff.
Even I didn't expect them to be so bent on their pursuit, wanting to even surpass the gods.
Yeah, they went through.
Sounds like you were involved
They
in
did
some
too
remarkable
much.
events again, and I was completely unaware.
Every region I am
And to
involved.
think you were even able to handle a crisis of that magnitude. Cutie, your abilities are really beyond measure.
Someone needs to clip that
Having
audio.
accomplished such a feat, I'm sure you must have a lot on your plate right now. I was actually thinking about inviting you two to walk around Sumeru with me.
I want to
What a
go.
pity. It's very rare for us to meet like this.
Maybe later.
Oh, then would you like to spend some time with me, darling?
Oh my
That would
gosh.
be wonderful.
Lisa's flirtatious attitude is too funny.
I plan to spend the next few days visiting around Sumeru City. At the end of my stay, I'll leave from Gandharvaville and return to Mondstadt via Liyue. Who knows? Perhaps we'll bump into each other again in Sumeru City or Gandharvaville.
Maybe.
Come to think of it, there's something romantic about such a chance
Oh
encounter
my
like
gosh.
this. It's like icing on the cake for this little vacation of mine. If you see me around, be sure to come and say hello.
She's so
Otherwise,
seductive with
I
her
might
voice
start
acting.
feeling
Whoever
lonely.
voice actress is having too much fun. Oh, Lisa, no, don't leave. Wait, teleport waypoint unlocked?
I remember. You two agreed to meet Gafur in Mount Te'ima Forest to talk
Lisa,
about the ley
wait,
lines
don't
research
leave.
job. Feel free to leave if you want to go look for him. As for me, I think I'll spend a little more time at Puspa Cafe.
Fine. Okay, let me teleport there. Oh, we got a waypoint. Oh, perfect. It's right next to the event. Lisa... I actually really think Lisa's one of my favorite Mondstadt characters. I'm excited. There is a domain door here, and I don't like that at all. I really don't.
There you are. Looks like you two are ready.
You're not Lisa.
Very well.
Wait.
Let me inform you of some details. Spontamod has been involved with the ley lines for a long time, and it's imperative that their current is constantly monitored. This research project was also organized to help meet this demand. However, because abnormal fluctuations often occur in Sumeru domains, we must regularly send people deep into various domains to record the situation with the ley lines.
Excuse me for the yawning.
Since it's often dangerous inside the domains, we've established a rule of only dispatching personnel with combat capabilities.
That's me.
It'll be your task to go into the domain and record any ley line anomalies. However, if you encounter any danger, please prioritize your safety. Well, those are all the necessary details. When you're ready, you may enter the domain.
Of course. And is that the event story already done? I'm not gonna pay attention to that. About Lisa. So you guys met with Lisa from Mondstadt. Are you sure she's just a plain old librarian? Yeah, what's so strange about that? I don't think there was anything about that backwater that would attract her before. Such a waste of talent. You're rude. Okay, I know you're Lisa's friend. I won't talk about her like that again. I was kind of to offer her a chance, but she doesn't seem keen. Fine by me, I guess. About Spontamod. We carry out regular monitoring of the ley lines. No talented folk who are professional. So why would Lisa know so much about ley lines? I guess she knows everything. Is there any other event quest? I don't know where she could be right now. I don't know if we're gonna get more stories soon, but let me know. Let me know in the comment section if you know where Lisa is. And yeah, it was a good short event story. I have a feeling she'll be somewhere around Sumeru, so yeah, just let me know where she's at. I just wanted to add an addendum to the recording from before. I did not know this. Lisa is in the tavern right now, I'm pretty sure. If you go up here, she should be here on the second floor with extra dialogue. Hi.
Hey, cutie. We meet again.
This wasn't sure easy to find.
Oh, really? I used to live in Sumeru City. And now that I'm back, I can't help but want to visit these small, remote shops. It's a pity that my old favorite clothing shop has already been closed for some time.
Oh no.
I wanted to buy some accessories and clothes to give to the other ladies in the Knights of Favonius. What a pity.
That is so sapphic of you. Anyway, what's with the new outfit?
I was wondering when you would notice. Well, what do you think?
Classy.
It's always nice to hear compliments from other people.
Oh my gosh.
Especially you. Thank you, cutie. I managed to find the owner of that old clothing shop and had it custom tailored. Wearing it reminds me of my days at the academia. What a busy time that was for me.
What a busy time.
However, my researchers were never lazy. Unlike the people who borrow books and don't return them. Now that I think of it, punishing them with a zap of electro may have still been too lenient.
It was too lenient. Anyway, that dialogue was perfect. Okay, so yeah, let me know where else Lisa is. From what I can tell, there is no other place where she could be at yet. So yeah, let me know. Alright, bye friends, for real this time.